Crazy update on the SOS signal coming from that abandoned house in Plainville, Illinois. So if I did this video because I don't live close enough to where I could have driven by this house myself. I was hoping I would post this video about what was going on at this abandoned house and that help would arrive. The sheriff's office kept going out because people were calling in this neighborhood seeing this signal for help coming from this abandoned house. But they never went inside. So then people who lived at this house spoke out and were like, yes, this is a multi-story house and there's a basement. Whoever or whatever was signaling this for multiple nights in a row. Not continuously, apparently, just every so often they would have all of these lights flickering SOS. Then word did spread about this house and people were going to this house seeing if they could hear anyone screaming for help as the lights were flickering what looked like the international code for distress. But it was all locked up, all of the windows were boarded up, definitely a house that no one was actively living in. Then this happened.
Property owner went on to tell the sheriff's office the lights will be replaced soon, so lessen the confusion.
Well.
The property owner said that it was just defective lighting and that don't worry, he would be changing all of the lights soon. And he did. But what do you mean all is well? Call me crazy, but if someone is or was being held on this property signaling for help, if you reach out to the person who owns the property and it's not them signaling for help, I would assume they probably are the person holding the person who is signaling for help. But maybe I'm the only one who thinks that way, because I honestly wasn't going to give an update because I felt like even though all was well because he was fixing the lights, didn't actually mean all was well and that they were probably going to end up finding out even more horrible related to this residence. But thankfully, the local police department or sheriff's office realized that just changing the lights signaling for help was not enough. They needed to look inside of the property. 4 days from my count, at least, of someone signaling what looked like the SOS International Code for Distress sign via Morse code and a huge pressure from the community to figure out what was happening in this house, and they got access into the house. Now we have the footage of at least one officer going in with the property owner and a female to show that not only were the windows boarded up, they say because all the windows kept getting broken and the building kept getting broken into once nobody lived in there, which is why they had to have chains across all the doors. Now I was suspicious the whole time watching this video. First off, they didn't go to the basement. They just showed us the door to the basement that the previous owner's daughter had warned us about, that it's like not like a normal place to have a basement door. And she was right. It was like hidden in a closet. They toured the entire house. It was abandoned. No signs of foul play besides apparently someone named Gavin breaking in multiple times and spray painting his name on the walls. He was smart enough to make sure he checked everywhere. He checked the attic, the ground floor, the second floor, and then the basement. What did they find in the basement? Beer cans. Zero truly suspicious evidence left in this house if anything ever did happen. However, there had been anyone